Yo, what's up with it, man? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content and all of my videos. Now, the extreme hate and extreme disrespect and the extreme backlash uh, that Andrew Wiggins has been getting is uncalled for. Hey, but it's all good. You know why? Because Andrew Wiggins, he deserves it. You can sit here, you can say all the stuff that you want to, saying that, you know, he shouldn't be an all-star starter, all this other stuff. Well, let's go through everything, right? First and foremost, Andrew Wiggins, from where he came from, he's done a tremendous job. A tremendous job. And look, you know my skill. It's not all about the offense. It's the intangibles that he's been doing, especially on the defensive end. What y'all don't realize is that Andrew Wiggins uh, has been guarding pretty much the best players, or some of the best players each and every night. And guess who he stepped in for? He stepped in for Clay Thompson, the one that has been out, that has been part of the Splash Brothers, that has pretty much helped Steph with leading the Warriors to multiple titles. He stepped in and he has done a tremendous job, man. You know what I'm saying? Last year, look, he's been productive. Okay, let's start off with the first year when he came from Minnesota, and of course he only played roughly 12 games, right? But he played the majority of those with Minnesota. He averaged 19.4 points, shot 45.7. It was a slow year, slow down year, very tough year. He was trying to pick up the flow offense, trying to get it acclimated to a championship environment, and then more so, it was about learning the new personnel that he had to play with. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. People counted him out. Came back in 2020, averaged a little bit less. Hey, guess what? Still having to play shorthanded and still having to adjust to new personnel and get used to those. Okay, listen, this season, this season, they have been resilient. The Golden State Warriors. Now, at one point, they had the best record in the league. Phoenix has taken the crown in that regard so far, but Golden State is still first in defense. It's between Phoenix and Golden State. A part of the reason why they are where they're at. Yeah, Steph has been great. He's been phenomenal. He's got the record, but through the struggle, guess who has came up? Everybody talks about Jordan Poole, but you forget about Andrew Wiggins. You forget about Gary Payton Jr. You forget about other guys that's on that roster that can fulfill that role. Even Otto Porter that stepped in. Okay, let's not let's cut it out with the bullshit like Andrew Wiggins uh, doesn't deserve his just due. Y'all looking at Andrew Wiggins like he was when he was struggling in Minnesota, couldn't quite get it right, wasn't playing with no energy and all that other stuff. Look, it's a whole nother Andrew Wiggins we're talking about here. It's a whole nother Andrew Wiggins. Look, you can say all this stuff that you want to. He doesn't deserve to start. All this other stuff. Look, Andrew Wiggins deserves to start. And matter of fact, speaking of that, I was talking to Ticket earlier. Shout out to Ticket TV and Pro Basketball Update. I was telling him that Jared Allen deserves to be in the All Star game. Now, whether he starts or not, that's up to some people or whatever. I wouldn't mind if Jared Allen starts, but you know what? It's all about popularity. It's all about, oh yeah, who's this and who's high and all this other stuff. Jason Tatum, as much as I like Jason Tatum, and I've said it before, he really doesn't deserve to be uh, an All Star as much. Even though he's leading the team in scoring, and the score as far as how much he's getting, per game is reflecting a little bit higher than Jaylen Brown. I thought that Jaylen Brown should get way more consideration. Way more consideration. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story. Andrew Wiggins is there. He's been phenomenal, man. What he brings night in and night out, doesn't complain. And listen, I'm gonna tell you who's brought the best out of it. It's been a combination of not only Clay and Steph. It's been Draymond and Steph. It's been Clay Thompson too. Clay Thompson has been a professional throughout this whole entire process. He could get his ego involved and be like, nah, this is my spot and everything like that. Both of them have been professional, and they've said, you know what? No ego. He's still going to get up here. He's still gonna play and everything, and that's what a team should be about. But see, it could have been entirely different, right? Clay could have came back. Andrew Wiggins could have been like, you know what? Forget all this and had an attitude and all this other stuff. And then next thing you know, it would mess with the chemistry. And I thought that was going to happen because it looked like that was sort of going to take place, but it didn't exactly take place. And they still been rocking the road, So you can say what you want, have your feelings about it. I know it looks a little unorthodox. It looks a little unbound. Oh, we're not. Who is this guy? Da, 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 da. Nah, Andrew Wiggins has researched and research. Listen, when Andrew Wiggins came out of high school, listen, he was projected. He was projected to be that next thing, especially when he got drafted in Cleveland. But then he came back. Had his little, rough time in Minnesota. Just like, let's not talk about. See, y'all don't want to talk about the other players' struggles. Y'all just want to key in on somebody and leave him to be mediocre. Then when that guy is having a phenomenal season, you don't want to give him his due. Check this out. Zach LaVine, right? Zach LaVine. He had his struggles with injuries and all this other stuff. Came back to Chicago, guess what? And has been resilient and been able to come back. Now, even though people saw that he had talent and everything, sometimes situations just don't work out. And you don't get the opportunity to blossom. But ever since Zach LaVine has been able to go to Chicago and everything, especially this year, you see what great things he's been doing. And as well as DeMar DeRozan too. DeMar DeRozan. I'm talking about guys that have been swept under the rug. And look, I'm guilty of sweeping Zach LaVine under the rug. But guess what? It took guys like the one LBZ NBA Talk, shout out to him, to tell me, nah, Zach LaVine, he is good. You know what I'm saying? And gotta give him his flowers on that. So that's just an example of guys being swept under the rug. They go a different place, they get in a different situation, and guess what? They're able to resurge and refine their career and everything. But I'm happy for Andrew Wiggins. You can keep on hating. And you see, everybody wants to latch on and join on the bandwagon and be like, oh yeah, man, that guy's trash. And, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, man. You need to stand firm and stand solid in what you say. Y'all don't want to give Andrew Wiggins his props. Andrew Wiggins can hoop. You know, he just needed to be in the right situation. So, listen, some things just don't work out. Whether it's personnel, whether it's the front office, whether it's the coaching, whether it's off the court issues in that city, y'all don't look at it like that. Y'all don't look at it like that. Y'all want to key in and y'all want to still stay in um, in the past and still focus on that guy's mistake. You know, now a lot of people have brought up Devin Booker. Okay, a lot of people have brought up Devin Booker. You know, Devin Booker kind of reminds me of Damian Lillard in this situation in the sense that they didn't give him his props, they didn't give him his respect, they didn't give him his just due, and like he deserved. But Devin Booker, even though he's been playing phenomenal, I look at other things. Shout out to the boy Hitman X too, because that's the squad and everything, and I know he kind of feels somewhat the way that I probably do. But this is how I feel. So, and this is what we need to look at, right? We need to look at the fact that Phoenix has a lot of other people that have been stepping in and doing what they need to do. In Devin Booker's absence, they have really carried that ship. Uh, let's start off with the obvious. Chris Paul, CP3 has, you would think Chris Paul would be slowing down, or he would have took a tremendous drop. He has not done that, right? And has led this team despite being shorthanded. Let's talk about somebody that nobody is talking about, and I keep constantly mentioning him. Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, man. Everybody talks about, defensive player of the year with Draymond, defensive player of the year with some of these other guys and stuff like that. Now, Mikal Bridges should be mentioned in there. You know what I'm saying? The modern day Robert Horry. Okay. Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? You got Aiden. You got Jalen Smith. You got JaVale McGee. You got some other weapons on there that have been really carrying that ship and everything like that. And there's no disrespect to Devin Booker. Because I like Devin Booker. You know what I'm saying? And I like the fact that he came out and he said, stop trying to compare me to Kobe Bryant. I thought that was admirable. Okay? But, people are going to think what they think. No, it doesn't bother me one bit that people are hating on Andrew Wiggins. It was expected. I knew that there was going to be some backlash. I knew people were going to have some silly shit to say. I just knew it. So, y'all let me know what you think, man. Leave your comments, like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notifications. Follow Sports Talk Entertainment, man. I'll leave it at y'all later.